Stop trying to go viral online. There are many simpler, healthier ways to grow a business and actually enjoy the process of marketing, that process of promoting your business, your services, your products. There is a simpler way to do this that is going to be connected to your mission, to your purpose, to your heart. That is the topic that we are exploring in this brand new episode of Soul Speaks, the podcast that helps you live a life that is simpler, easier, and more joyful. Today, I am exploring the topic of virality because this is the lie. This is a big, fat lie, a trap that we have been sold by many business gurus, marketing gurus, teachers online for many, many years. And this is a trap because it makes you feel stressed. It makes you anxious. It leads you into overthinking instead of inspiration. And I want you to be in that state of inspiration. Why? Because your soul already has a roadmap to your success. Your soul already knows exactly what you need to do, you personally as a unique person and entrepreneur, what you need to do in order to have the ultimate success that you can have. Your soul already knows that. Now, this is the podcast episode in which you are going to align with that truth. And that truth is always there. You know, you have the answers. If you have the answers, then why are you stressing about views, impressions, how many likes or comments did every single piece of content you put out, how much did it get? Why are you stressing about numbers when actually your business is much more than a business, it's a purpose. It's your soul's mission. But why do you and me and many of us, why do we fall into that trap over and over and over again? The answer, as always, lies in our subconscious mind. You see, there are certain programs that we have that we are carrying from our childhood and sometimes even from the time when we were in our mother's belly. And this is very interesting because when you dismantle these programs, when you transform them, and therefore when you step into a new identity, the identity of an entrepreneur that is sovereign, intentional, and grounded, then everything changes and you are no longer stressing about tiny things like views, like reach. You're not stressing about any of that. You're not worried whether your new piece of content is going to go viral. You're not stressed. You are relaxed. Because you see, every single number in your marketing, in your business, every single number is just a brick in this monumental structure of your life's work. Every single number, including maybe even your pricing. Every single tangible element is just a brick, just an element in the monumental structure, monumental architecture of your mission, your purpose, your life's work. Imagine your life's work right now as a palace. This palace has spacious chambers, full of light, full of fresh air. Imagine this palace in detail. Its wooden staircases, golden furniture, decorated with sky blue and white ornaments. It smells like oranges, bergamot, honey. Everything that you touch in this incredible space is smooth. It is inviting. It is precious. You can just feel that every single part of your purpose is there for a reason. Just like in this palace that you're imagining right now with me. Every single step that you take as you're growing your business and your legacy is already written in the stars, and you are taken care of. You are being led. And now you are remembering that and moving from people pleasing, from rushing, from chasing the results into sovereignty, into truth that was always there. When you are chasing numbers, now this is the harsh truth that I need to tell you right now because it's part of your enlightenment. It is the part of your awakening right now. The deep reason, actually, why you are stressing about those tiny results, they're really tiny when you think about your legacy, your life's work. Those things are really tiny. Views, impressions, comments, these are fleeting. But you are actually trying to people please your way to success, and that's never going to work. It cannot work because each and every time you're trying to please the algorithm of any social media, maybe you're trying to please the algorithm of Instagram. Perhaps you're trying to please the algorithm of YouTube, and you are researching. You are doing your research. You are learning everything that you can about how to create the content that is going to please the machines. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not funny. Actually, it's so stressful. It's so tense. There is no inspiration there. And you know that you have been losing the motivation as well. You feel, yes, okay, you have some results, but you feel empty. And it's starting to bother you. Again, why? And why did I laugh? I laughed because, again, it's so tiny in comparison with your purpose. It's so tiny in comparison with the impact that you are creating with your business, with your work. And each and every time your focus goes into those technical things that are, okay, they can be valuable here and there, but in the grand scheme of things, again, those are just bricks in the monumental structure of your life's work. And each and every time you do that, you're self-abandoning. You are making those things more important than they are. This is a marathon. Your business is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And you need time not only to grow a business. Sometimes this can happen, yes, overnight. Sometimes this can be quick growth. Yes, it's possible. But what you are building is much larger than any view, than any like, than any comment, than any part of your marketing that you're stressing about. It is so much bigger. And another thing that is very important that we need to touch here as we're exploring this topic is this. When you are in the energy of trying to please the algorithms, trying to push and trying to force your way to success, when you are in this energy, what are your recipients? What are the members of your audience receiving? Your potential clients, your potential customers. They are receiving the energy that says, I do not trust myself as an entrepreneur. I do not really trust myself as an entrepreneur, business leader, as a coach, healer, artist, creator, right? Whatever you are doing, whatever your field might be, they are receiving the energy that you are not trusting yourself. And they are thinking This is the subconscious process, but they are seeing you as someone who is not respecting themselves and their purpose enough to lead from sovereignty, to be confident, to be calm, to be certain in their own abilities. So the logic here is, if this person is not respecting themselves, and if they have this need to prove themselves all the time, and they need external validation, and they're chasing numbers, and they're stressing about virality and how every single post they create has performed, if this person is acting in that way, how could they support me? How could they be the leader I am going to follow to transform any part of my life, right? Now I know that you love your work. I know that you are powerful. This is why we are transforming these beliefs, these programs right now. This is why we are doing this work, this deep inner work of guiding you from people pleasing and self-abandonment, chasing, rushing, trying to prove yourself to, again, being a sovereign, calm, confident leader. I am actually helping you to return to your truth, to who you essentially are. Now I'm going to give you a little bit of my story. I was thinking actually whether I'm going to go deeper into my story here, or maybe just give you a little bit. But yes, let's go into it, because my story is a prime example of what we are talking about here, and how things can change, and how quickly things can change when we release that need for control, and when we start feeling really good and aligned in our business and in our work. So when I started my online endeavors and projects and businesses, that was more than 12 years ago. So my first project that I have promoted on Facebook back then, that was in 2013. So spring of 2013, I have just completed my studies in the Academy of Music Arts here in Belgrade. I have graduated in the field of ethnomusicology, and I knew right away that I'm not going to work a regular job. I just knew that I want personally to be as free as I can be and to create my own projects. And the intuitive nudge I got back then, it was to create ladies choir, and to gather women and girls that want to work on themselves and reduce their stress levels with the help of music, right? So with singing and movement, and basically I was doing a very similar work to one that I'm working on right now, but it was in the field of music in particular. For this project, I had to gather those beautiful girls and women with help of social media, because I moved into a new city. I didn't know anyone there. I felt completely alone, and I was alone. And this was a brand new beginning for me, and nobody knew about me or what I do, or I was just freshly graduated girl with big dreams and a lot of audacity. And I really wanted to create something of my own. So I started promoting this idea of mine on Facebook. And that was my first online marketing and online business endeavor. I was doing this intuitively. I was following my inner wisdom. I was guessing actually what I would like to see, how I would like to be approached online. And that's how I approached those women. This choir was a great success. This was a project that lasted for a couple of years. We had many beautiful performances. It grew to 25 to 30 regular members. It was just incredible. And in this project, I really was following my heart. That's something that I want us all here to come back to. That intuitive, wise sovereign leadership that comes from love that we have for people. And this was, yes, a success. Then many different things in my personal life happened. A lot of things changed. And I also started working in marketing and marketing strategy. And also I started learning about business models and how to essentially grow a business. So as a strategist and a manager, I started working with different organizations. And through this work, while also at the same time I was doing those musical and transformational projects as well, through all of this, I learned a lot about marketing and promotion. And this actually helped me in some ways, but it also distanced me. It separated me from that deep intuition and wisdom that used to guide me when I was starting my journey. This is a two-edged sword of learning. If you're anything like me, you are a deep investigator. So I love to investigate things deeply. I love to learn new things. I'm very curious. I'm like a sponge when it comes to information. And this is a two-edged sword because on one side, I'm learning a lot and that's cool. But on the other side, the more time I spend in my mind and the more my brain is engaged, the further I become, the further I go from my heart and from my body. And this is where our wisdom lives, you know. It lives in the body. It lives in the heart, in the gut. That's why we say, listen to your gut feeling. This is where all of our instincts, the deep intuition, that's where it is living. And when you are learning new things and researching new business models, new marketing strategies, you actually can get very distant from that whisper of your intuition, these subtle ways in which your soul is communicating with you and guiding you to the easiest and healthiest way to grow. That happened to me. And for years, yes, I worked in marketing, and then I came back to culture and arts, and then I expanded my career into personal development, coaching, and essentially guiding wonderful leaders, creators, artists all over the world, guiding them back to themselves, to their emotional mastery, to their stability, inner peace. And in this process, from time to time, I used to connect with my heart. And whenever I did that, whenever I launched projects, courses, programs, whenever I did anything from that space of wisdom, it was a huge success. But because I'm so curious and I'm an investigator and I love to learn different things, whenever I went too much into my head, into thinking, into analyzing, into research, I would distance myself again from my heart, from my inner wisdom, and everything would stop somehow. Results would become slow, and sometimes I wouldn't have results. Sometimes I wasn't earning for weeks or months. That's how powerful that disconnection was. Fortunately, our soul always speaks to us. Your soul is always speaking to you. And there are many ways. Sometimes those are different messages that are coming to you, just like this one right now. And they bring you back. So this happened to me as well. It happened through a personal tragedy in 2013. And this tragedy, the loss of a child, I had a spontaneous miscarriage and a lot of health issues. And this tragedy, this pain and agony actually brought me back into my body and reconnected me with that inner wisdom and my heart and everything that I know deep in my bones in my blood, I know that it's right for me. I don't want you to have a tragedy in your life in order to awaken. Sometimes that is necessary. Okay, cool. But I don't want you to go through that. You don't have to. You can remember right here, right now, how easy it is to actually succeed. You can remember right here, right now, that within your body, within your cells, there is a spirit. You have that inner connection with divine supreme consciousness, with God. You have that connection with universe, with the source, with various guides and different kinds of support. You have that connection all of the time. And you can return to that space without going through trouble, without going through pain, through challenges. As a matter of fact, let's do that right now. Let's do this in this episode because here we are, we have time. And the goal of this episode is to help you transform that anxiety about trying to go viral into, again, sovereignty, inner peace, stability, and knowing that all of the answers you are seeking are already within you. And all the results in this world that you are trying to achieve on the external are already waiting for you in the quantum field. Yeah, let's go a little bit woo-woo. Why not? Let's go a little bit woo-woo. Because you are not just a human being, you are not just body and mind, you are also a spirit. You are a soul that is living this life. A little bit of spirituality is necessary. And it's a part of the magic. Let's do this right now. So right now, it's very simple. Right now, you can connect with your heart and you can connect with your body in just 5 minutes. And in those 5 minutes, you can feel the power of the wisdom within you. So, prove me right. Put one hand on your heart right now. Make yourself comfortable, whether you're seated or maybe you are lying down in your bed. And you can do this while you are walking as well. You can keep your eyes open. Any way you like. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. So just be certain that you can have these 5 minutes for yourself. And place one hand on your heart and another hand on your belly. Around your navel, that is cool. Feel the connection between your palms and your body. Feel this tangible connection, the touch. Feel the sensations of that touch. Is it warm? Is it soft? Could you perhaps feel the pulse of life within your body? Can you feel your heartbeat? It's okay if you cannot. But if you cannot feel it for any reason right now, then imagine it. Visualize how there is, because there is a lot of life within you. There is this life force that is flowing through your body 24/7 and it is pulsing. It is electromagnetic. You are an electromagnetic being. Feel that connection, feel that touch, and focus all of your attention now into that sensation. And now, as you are here, just start breathing a little bit deeper. So it doesn't have to be a lot deeper. It can just be a breath that is a little bit deeper, like you want to sink into your body and truly melt into those sensations. Let your shoulders drop. Let your face soften. And feel that connection. Right there in the middle of your chest and in the center of your body, there is a space of complete peace. I call it the chamber of calm, the chamber of calm. This is a space, like a chamber, like a room, that is completely peaceful all of the time. Right there, next to your heart. That space of complete calm, where everything is already figured out. Feel that space. Connect to it. Or if that is maybe challenging for you right now, or far-fetched, just imagine that it is there. Play with this. Let's play. Imagine that this chamber of calm, the space within you that is always peaceful, is there. It is there. And all of your worries and every single thing you're stressing about, it cannot touch that space. It cannot touch it. It is always calm, completely serene. And because your palms, they actually have energy that is flowing through them and from them, feel the warmth of your palm. Feel that warmth entering that space, entering the center of your body. And also feel that another palm that is softly resting on your belly is also sending a lot of warmth into your body. It is connecting with the other one. And now your entire body is illuminated, warmth, and blessed inside. If you are going to do this, okay, so now you can put your hands wherever you want. You can relax your hands, move normally. Yes, we are out of the experience. But trust me, if you do this for 5 minutes, what we have just done here, I think it's less than 5 minutes actually. If you do this little practice, exercise of connecting with yourself, feeling the power you have inside, feeling that inner peace that is eternal, that is always within you, feeling those sensations, returning to yourself, right? If you do this for only 5 minutes, before you create any piece of content, trust me, you will see incredible results. You will feel different. We are talking about not being so attached to results, right? That's what we are talking about here as well. And that gives you such sense of freedom. That gives you that power. That connects you to knowing that everything is going to be all right and that you have everything you need in order to succeed. It is such a calm and confident energy to work from, that it's completely normal and logical to expect results when you are creating from that energy. And it's also completely realistic and logical to expect that your audience, your potential clients, your customers are going to feel that. We are highly intuitive beings. We connect through energy first, and then the words, and then the tangible results, etc. So they will feel this and they will be magnetized. When you are a magnetizing being, again, when you just return to that because you always were the magnet for abundance, you always were the magnet for blessings, that's who you are. You are a child of God. When you return to that knowing and that state of being, everything happens easily, simply, and the results just pour in and you will be surprised. So prepare to be pleasantly surprised. Prepare to be very pleasantly surprised with opportunities coming to you that you never ever dreamed of. Just an example, I had a couple of opportunities this year, and these are directly connected to that connection I have with myself. And this exact exercise that I shared with you, that's something I do every day. And this year alone, I had an invitation to be a celebrant on a wedding. I never was a celebrant on a wedding. I'm using many wonderful shamanic practices in my work. So I work as a coach in Heeya. So yes, I am a musician. I'm a public speaker. Okay, there are many elements of me that can fit into that role. And I did that ceremony beautifully, and I facilitated the process, and it was incredible. And the newlyweds, they were thrilled, and they were just incredible as well, and everything was flowing beautifully. But this was the first time I ever did something like that, and this was the opportunity that just came to me. It just arrived. They just invited me. I didn't promote this. I didn't even think about this, because it was out of my perception. It was something that really was incredible, and I have never ever dreamed that I would do that. And when I was actually there, also saying yes to the opportunities that come to you is very important. If they resonate with you, say yes. Say yes. Even if you're a little bit scared, say yes. It's okay. They came to you for a reason. And yes, it was a little bit challenging here and there, but that was so exciting. I really loved it. And my mind, because my mind is limited, your mind is limited in comparison with our souls and the perspective of God. Our minds cannot comprehend the blessings that are on our way, that are coming to you, that are coming to me. We have no idea. So get ready. You will be pleasantly surprised, just like I was, with that opportunity and many others that arrived at my doorstep without me actually doing so much. I wasn't doing. I wasn't a human doing. I was a human being. And this is how you are going to function after this little journey of ours, after this episode and this experience, because you are a human being. You are meant to be in a certain way, to exist in accordance and alignment with your truth. And you're not meant to do so much. You're not meant to drain your energy and overwork yourself and go into burnout. We are not meant to function like that. We are really not. And I'm a living proof of that truth. In some upcoming episodes, because I don't want to cram this episode with everything. I want to leave something for our episodes that are waiting us. But I will share my experience, of course, with burnout. I had a couple. And this chasing, right, is trying to go viral, to have these incredible results right away, and to, again, please the algorithms and get as many views as you can, as many likes. Those are the things that lead into burnout. They are leading you into burnout, inevitably. If you're anything like me, you already were in burnout. You already overworked yourself. You already were so stressed. But now you can feel the relief. And you can feel that motivation rising and inspiration flowing through you. You can feel uplifted and relaxed and taken care of, because right there, in the middle of your body, in the middle of your chest, right there within you, you have that space of eternal peace. It is there waiting for you to connect with it. I will share different techniques in upcoming episodes. I believe that I will, because I love them so much. I will share various ways in which you can connect to yourself, regulate your nervous system, activate your pineal gland, awaken your heart, reclaim your power. I will share all of those. And I'm sharing all of those with my clients. And I will share all of those and many more that I'm yet to learn and master in the upcoming program. So yes, you can definitely work with me deeper if this was an experience, an episode that activated something within you. If this was an episode that woke you up, even just a little bit, If this was an episode that inspired you to stop the people-pleasing role, to exit the people-pleasing role you were in, and to connect with yourself so you can be, again, sovereign and powerful, if that happened, then yes, you can benefit from working with me directly. You can benefit a lot. Because I work with people who want to make this world a better place. I only work with creatives, creators, leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, healers, mentors, artists. I only work with people who are dedicated, who have the vision and mission and purpose to make this world a better place. Those are my peeps. I do not work with people who are only wanting to get some money here and there and who are not interested in actually serving the humanity. I'm not working with them because that's not who I am. That's not aligned with my values. If you are someone who wants to create and is creating solutions for people, so each time somebody meets you or works with you, they are better than they were. If that is the person you are, then yes, we need to talk. We need to talk. And there are many ways, again, many ways in which I can support you. I can support you in this reconnection with yourself. I'm big when it comes to somatic experiences, when it comes to somatic healing, the connection with your body, relaxing into your body, softening, coming back to yourself, connecting with your heart. I love to do that, but I'm also a strategist. So in my work, we combine the spiritual elements with practical elements of business, marketing. So you can lead, and trust me, you can lead and grow a business that is simpler, that is healthier, that is more joyful. You can. And all of my clients, my incredible clients, I love them so much. All of them are an example of that. And I am a living example of that. So now the way I'm leading my business is much more joyful than it was, It's much more joyful. I actually look forward to creating content. I actually stopped posting on social media. That was my choice. It doesn't have to be yours. But going into minimalism, the wise minimalism of doing one thing, focusing on one or maximum two platforms, but doing the deep work, going into deep topics and truly experiencing them. That works for me. Perhaps for you, the strategy is going to be different and we can find the perfect strategy for you personally, uniquely. And this was my choice and it helped me a lot. It relieved a lot of stress, it freed a lot of energy. I have more energy and more time now to do deep work, to focus on each and every client of mine, each and every prospect, to focus my attention and pour my love into every single piece of content because I have that space now. Now, that is my personal strategy that works. Again, we can find the one that works for you. You are a unique human being, and therefore you are a unique business owner. You are a unique creator of your life. You deserve, therefore, to be supported, mentored, coached, and empowered as a unique one. You deserve that. For this reason, I also use human design. Human design, I don't know if you're familiar with it. Let me know in the comments whether you know about human design or this is something new for you. Human design is incredible, and it's a system that helps you remember who you are. And it shows clearly in which way your energy works. How do you relate to the world? How are you responding to invitations from the outside? How your inner authority, your intuition, how does it work? There are a couple of ways in which your intuition is speaking to you. And this gives you literally a manual. So we didn't receive that manual when we were born as human beings here on Earth. So human design now is that manual. It's telling you how to function, how to support yourself in the best possible way so you can have the best possible results with the minimal amount of stress and tension and pressure in your life. So this is just one of the tools, many tools that I'm using in my work. I'd love to talk with you if you are still here 40 minutes in. I would love to meet you, to hear your story. I would love to chat with you and see how, if we fit together as a coach and as a business owner, then yes, we will work together. If not, no. Okay, so let's meet and let's see, are we aligned or not? In the description, you will find the link to my Calendly. This is the link through which you can book a short chat with me. It's a video call. I love to see you. I love to hear you, to really feel your energy and connect with you. So you can pick a date and time. You can book. It's free. It's around 30 minutes. So sometimes we need less, sometimes we need more. But this is an opportunity for us to connect and to see if we are a match for coaching and transformation. Thank you so much for being here in this episode. Thank you so much for doing the incredible work that you're doing in this world. Thank you for living your purpose and changing your life so you can be happier, healthier. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, focus on your heart, reconnect with yourself, and grow with ease and love. Bye.